Deuteronomy 22 verse 9 on, you shall not sow your vineyard with two kinds of seed, lest the whole field be forfeited. The crop that you have sown and the yield of the vineyard. So, and this is most fascinating. You cannot plant two kinds of crops in the same field, according to the Old Testament Mosaic law, God's law actually. You shall not plow with an ox and a donkey together. You shall not wear clothes of wool and linen mixed together. There's a purity kind of sense. So why? What's the difference? You know, do not plant two kinds of seed in a vineyard. If you do, not only the crops you plant, but also the fruit of the vineyard will be defiled. That's the word. So mixing two kinds of fruits together and growing a vineyard, you defile it. The principle is purity. So when God gave the command for the ground on the crops, He's also telling us that we should not mix and match, okay? In terms of this crops, and so if you apply that to spirituality, what we can say today is a spiritual fidelity, okay? Spiritual fidelity or spiritual purity. You cannot mix, you can't bring in the culture, especially the cultural liberalism into the church. It can't. You defile the church, basically. So that's a message. Don't let anything come in and defile the life, the worship sanctuary, like Jesus chased out the money changers and coins and oxen and sheep, everything out of the temple, because God, Jesus, looking for purity of worship. House of my Father is not to be defiled. Defilement is a really big subject. So holiness is huge, therefore. You know, folks sometimes forget. They fight for justice, but never mind the holiness. You know, they fight for immigration, the vulnerable, illegal though they may be, but never fight against holiness, abortion, transgenderism, and all these things, sexuality and the marriage.